people are kind of finding each other, like by coming to the shop. So like when we did some of our first events, the neighborhoods that were represented, there was like 10 neighborhoods that like you could like, oh, this person's from West Park, this person's from Lehman. And it was really cool just to see like people make connections, you know, like pretty organically. Like someone would be like, hey, what are you doing here? And they're like, I live right there. He's like, well, I live just down the street. Just from being here for like almost 4 months now, just noticing that there is a very diverse mix of people, specifically at this corner. Like we're kind of at the edge of two neighborhoods, Logan and Vassar. We're kind of seeing a sort of a mix happen. Like people are meeting each other for the first time, and you're seeing people from downtown, but there's people that live around here, you know, and there's lots of like interesting conversations about Canton, about like politics, music. And I didn't necessarily expect that when we first started the shop. I thought it'd be more just, you know, people catching up or relaxing. I was kind of used to like a restaurant atmosphere working at Deli Ohio, but I realized more so that people kind of come here and they take the talky part like really seriously. We don't want to bring like an agenda or anything. We want to be like what we're supposed to be for what the neighborhood wants. You know what I mean? I almost feel like we are like a new family that has moved into the neighborhood. It's like even more special than I thought it would be. And kind of like the role that I play isn't just, oh, I gotta make you a drink real quick. It's like you have to be aware and like listen to people because they're sharing a lot. There's definitely been changes happening, and I've seen like, you know, good things growing for sure. I think like Ryan doing Deli Ohio is a huge like shift in downtown that doesn't really get talked about a lot. And Ryan's kind of like sort of a business mentor to me and a good friend to Lindsay and I. Just sort of taking that chance and going to, you know, for us like our hometown and just being like, this is where we're gonna do it, you know, is like really important. I think sort of the switch in my brain, at least, even before I met Lindsay, about Canton, is when I went on tour and like played music and stuff like that. I kind of had this idea of like, I'll see all these different places and like get a huger view of everything and it's gonna be amazing. And a lot of amazing things did happen. But more so what I realized was like the things we have in common with like Richmond, Virginia, Asheville, and Atlanta and Athens, and you know, all those places. Like there's so much more things in common than not. It sort of made me appreciate Canton as my hometown, where I know all my friends here, and sort of like was like, oh, we can do similar things that we like in other cities. You know, we don't have to leave Canton to enjoy the things that, you know, or to do the things that we like to do. The connection with Ron at the recording studio was like, oh, do I need to move to a big city, a big music city to like work on music and stuff? And it's like, no, I just set up a recording studio in Canton and recorded like all these awesome rock bands. I got to do that. And now it's like coffee along with the music. Like a lot of things that I love are just happening right here, which is crazy. We want to do like more like block parties, kind of like our first opening day. Like have like a food truck and like shut down the parking lot. Really excited for what's to come. I think that like, especially for Lindsay, and this being like her first like shop where she's calling all the shots, you know? She just has a incredibly creative approach to drinks that I think some people understand and appreciate, but like she's helped develop like a lot of the popular drinks, you know, in Canton, and like, I don't know, she's gonna like do some pretty crazy things. I'm really excited to, you know, be a part of that, and just a dream come true kind of, to be able to open our own shop. Like, I've always dreamed about having a space in Canton that people would want to be in, you know, and like meet each other. So like when I first met Lindsay and she was talking about the coffee shop, that was something that like really spoke to me. I wanted to help and do everything that I could to like make it happen.